Hello, everyone, and welcome to this special edition of Watch Me Viz. I happened to see the other day on LinkedIn that Maven Analytics is running a challenge to build a dashboard based on some sample data they have from Northwind Traders. So in this live stream, I'm going to take you through connecting to the data. We're going to explore some different options, dashboarding options. And in the end, we're going to try to come up with something in under an hour. So I've got to time box myself today. If you have any questions along the way, please feel free to leave them in the chat. I am using new software today, so hopefully I will be able to see you in the chat. So I'm actually going to swap that over to a different screen now so that I can see everything okay. And there we go. And we should now be good to go. So let me go ahead and share my screen. How to do that. So let's share my screen. And I'm going to share my screen. I understand. I want to share my entire screen. And here we go. So, okay. Oops. Sorry about that. I don't know why my layout is a bit strange here. Give me 1 second. There we go. So this is the challenge I'm going to take on. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that are new here, my name is Andy Kriebel, and my goal is to help everybody become great at data analysis. This particular session, we're going to be looking at Tableau. In the future, I will do some of these in Power BI as well. And I'm also going to start maybe teaching a bit of SQL. So if you are, again, if you're new, I also write a weekly newsletter where I post my latest video, which newsletter subscribers are the only ones that get early access to that. It then goes up to everybody else in the public a few days later. So sign up for my newsletter at andykriebel.com. You'll also get other things that I've been working on this week and special discounts to products that I'm creating. And with that, let's get to it. So on the screen here, you'll see the Maven Northwind Challenge page. Deadline is tomorrow if anybody's interested in joining. And it looks like I'll have to hit the submit button here. But here's the main part of the challenge here. So basically, we're a BI developer. We need to create a KPI level dashboard, executive KPI level dashboard. And it needs to include a few things. So the sales trend, so that immediately makes me think about time series, information about the products, the key customers, and the shipping cost. And it should be built to evolve over time. That's easy enough. I'm not really going to worry a whole lot about that. So the first thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to, the data set itself has a metadata option. So, there's a metadata file included with it. So let me just expand these out a bit. Hopefully you can see it okay on the screen. So these are the different tables, and then we have the fields that are within it. So I noticed right here we've got an orders table, and that has a bunch of keys in it. So order ID is going to link to my order details. Customer ID is going to link to my customer table. Products is going to link to my order details table, and categories will link to my products table. Yep, so right here, category ID and category ID. And then employees, we've got employee ID. So that's going to go to my orders table. So we're going to go ahead and get all of those built out. And yeah, let's get started here. So I'm going to open up Tableau, and I'm going to connect to the data. Now the trick is remembering where I just put it. So let me go to my drive, data sources, Northwind Traders, and there. Okay, so I'm going to start with if I flip back over to Excel, I'm going to start with my orders table. And I'm going to do this all with, I could do it with relationships or joins. I'm going to do it with joins. So I'm going to double click on orders table, and I'm going to start just bringing the tables together. So order details, I'm going to bring over here. And if I look at the join, it joins by order ID. So that's perfect, right? That's the only thing, looks like the only thing that we need to join by there. We then have the customers table, which is going to link back to orders as well. So let's bring in the customers table. And customers should link by customer ID. Okay, so that's good as well. And then we need to bring in the products table, and products is going to link to order ID, sorry, order details by product ID. So Tableau is doing a great job of picking up the joins for me here. And then categories is going to link up to products. Okay, so let's bring in categories, join that to products. There we go, category ID and category ID, excellent. And then the last one is, oh, so we've got shippers as well. So employees is going to link to employee ID is, where's employee ID? Is in the orders table. Okay, so employee, let's make sure this joins up to the right place. So employee ID, great. And then the last one is shippers, and shippers is going to also connect with orders. Okay, so let's bring that in. And shippers, shipper ID. Okay, great. So we have these customer IDs and all this stuff, but I'm probably going to go ahead and start doing a bit of cleanup here, but I'm going to do it from within the sheet because I think it'll be a bit quicker to do it here. So all of these ID fields I don't need. I'm going to keep order ID probably, but I don't really need any of the rest of these ID fields. So let me go ahead and let's see, we can, yeah, so we can just go ahead, oops. So I want to go ahead and hide all of those. Shipper ID, so let's hide those. And we have so this reports to fields. Okay, so I need to look at the employees table. So let's go to Drive, data sources. I've got a lot of stuff here. Let's just sort descending. Northwind Traders, and then I want to look at my employees table. So that has a field called reports to. So reports to is employee number 8. So I believe this would be kind of like a self join. Okay, so Nancy here is employee number 1, but they report to employee number 8, which is Laura Callahan. Okay, so what I'm going to do then is I'm going to go back into my data source, and I'm going to bring employees, and I'm going to link employees to employees. It's going to look a bit weird. Okay, so here, what I want to do is I want to go to the employee table. Where are we here? Employees. So we're going to do reports to, and then on the employees, on the second employees table, we want that to be employee ID. Okay, now some of them don't have reports. So for example, Andrew Fuller. So I need to make sure this is a left join because I don't want Andrew Fuller to fall out of the data set. Okay, so let me close that. And I'm just going to double check that my employees are correct. So let me hide that. Okay, so this is, so employee, the second employee. So I'm going to rename this one as manager. And then we'll just leave the rest of that the same. So if I bring in the employee name, where's the employee name? Employee name, and I bring in the manager. So Andrew Fuller has none. Okay, so let me bring in employee ID. So manager is null. So Laura, and then number 2 should be Andrew. Okay, great. So my join is working. So okay, so again, I think we're okay now with our data prep because we might want to allow the person that is viewing this dashboard to view it maybe for just themselves or something like that. Okay, so we need to, let's go back to the challenge. So first thing we need to look at is sales trends. So I'm going to start with something very simple. First off, I need to understand the order dates. So I'm going to right click and drag that here. And so it goes from 2013 to 2015. Okay, so let me go like this. And I'm going to make it maybe by month. And let's bring in so quantity times the unit price. Okay, so I think I'm going to, okay, let me try something else here. So I want to bring in order ID and product ID, and I want to bring in quantity, unit price, and discount. And then discount, I'm going to default properties, aggregation, average. I want that to be average discount. And then my number format, I'm going to make a percentage. I'll leave it at 2 decimals for now, just to see what it looks like. Okay, so they ordered this many. So this should be average discount. Okay, so we need to do quantity times unit price minus the discount. Okay, so we want to do, let's just call this sales, and it's going to be quantity times unit price, and then we want to multiply that by 1 minus our discount. Now I'm doing this as a row level calculation because I want Tableau to do these one by one and then add them up. So 12 times 4, let's see, let's look at a discounted product here. So 40 times 65. So 40 times 65 is 2,600. Out of the way, come on. And then times, so times 0.95, so 2470. Okay, so the numbers must be just ever so slightly different. So the unit price must be slightly different. Let's see. Yeah, because there's partial units. Okay, that's fine. So now we have sales, quantity, unit price, which we're not going to need, and then discount average. Okay, so what I'm going to do here then is I'm going to look at my total sales. Where's my sales over time? And we have May of 2015. So if I make this, let's say if I make it by week or by day, okay, by day doesn't look very good. So I'm going to look at it by month, maybe. May. Yeah, so we only have a partial month of May. That's okay. So let me go back here again. I want to look at my dates again. And so it only goes through May. It only goes through. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a calculation that only brings back data for how can I determine if it's a completed month or not? I can't because they, okay. If, oh, okay, yeah, sorry about that, Vinod. Let me go like this. Okay, there we go. Thank you. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. Appreciate it. Okay, didn't even notice that. So, because what I was wondering was, when I look at this here, if I exclude May of 2015, okay, what if I look at it by quarter? No. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it as by month, and I'm gonna now create a calculated field. That's my total sales, and this is simply going to be a level of detail expression, the sum of sales. Okay, and I'm going to drag that onto my detail, and I'm going to stick it here in my total sales. So hit apply, we've got 1.2 million, and if you look down here on the very bottom right or bottom left, you'll see it says sum of sales 1.2 million. So I'm good to go there. Okay, let me come over here. What does this do? Okay, that's fine. Great. Okay, so we've got that now. So I can make this one nice little chart, but I think I want to look at, so that's my total sales, but I think I want to look at my total sales for the current month. So I'm going to call this current month, and I want to get the, so I want to say if, let's see, I want to say month Actually, I could just bring this in. It's equal to the max and then month of order date. Okay, so this is going to just tell me whether or not I'm in the latest month. And if I drag that to, for example, here, we'll see we get a dot here for May. Okay, so that's my current month. And then I'm going to duplicate that and edit. Let's call this one prior month. I don't think I spelled it right. Okay, so then right one. Now if I bring that in here, we should, okay, so I need to do something slightly different here. So instead of that, I need to do a date diff, because I need to subtract 1 month. No, I want to do a date add. Date part, and then interval is -1, and then my date. Okay. So let me put that here now. Okay, we get a split here, and we see April. Okay, great. So let's call this one CM sales. So I'm going to say current month. So that's going to give me a true false. So I want to turn that into an integer and multiply that by sales. So if this current month is a true false, make an integer is going to make it a 1 or a 0. Multiplying that by sales is going to give me the sales for the current month. Every other month would be 0. Well, the non-current month. So I'm going to put that here instead. And then let me insert my current month sales. Oops, let's reset. Okay, and I didn't do that right because this needs to be, so this needs to be a level of detail expression. I want to total up the sales for the current month. Okay, there we go. So 18,334, that's good. And then I want to now duplicate that. And I'm going to edit. Let's call this PM sales for prior month. And then I just want to drag prior month into here. Okay, and now that gives me the 2 of those. I'm just going to drag this. No, I'm not going to do that. And now I can calculate the percentage difference. So month, let's see, let's call this month over month sales change. And it's going to be the sum of sales, the current minus the sum of the prior month sales. Take that whole thing and divide it by the sum of prior month sales. It's going to give me a percentage. So default properties, number format, percentage 1, and I'm going to go into custom, and I'm going to put a plus before the increases, and a semicolon minus 0.0% for the decreases. So let's put that on detail, and then insert multiplier sales change. I'm just going to hit apply. So we're down 85%, but that's okay. Because we don't have a, it makes sense because we don't have a completed month. That's okay. Okay, so that's versus prior month. Okay, so let's make that nice and small. Make this one nice and big. And bold. Let's make it, okay. All right, so that's good. Let's make the lines black. And let's do a bit of formatting. So actually, I'm going to make this more like a spark line. So I'm going to actually hide the header. And I'm going to hide the header. And I'm going to turn on my most recent. Oh no, I don't need to do my most recent because it's already up here on the top. Okay, maybe I will. That's fine. And then I'm going to see. Come on, let's go back here. I want to edit this axis. I want to make this a spark line. So I'm going to uncheck include 0. Now I can hide that header. And I'm going to format the view, get rid of my grid lines, get rid of my 0 lines, get rid of my axis rulers. Okay, so now we've got our nice little trend for current month sales versus prior. So let's call this one sales. And now I should be able to just kind of rinse and repeat for these. So if I want to do quantity, for example, I can now just duplicate these calculations, these 3 calcs here. Now I need to do 4 calcs. Nope, all 4 of these. So let's duplicate. And actually what I'm going to do here, I'm going to rename this one as sales CM. Call this, whoops. I'm renaming these so that they all sort together. Rename sales CM. And then little sales total. Let me rename this one sales total. Okay, and then sales. Okay, so let's rename. Let's edit this one. We're going to call this one. Oh no, we don't. We already have quantity, so I don't need that. This is going to be my total quantity. I'm not actually using this yet, but I might. So let's put quantity here instead of sales. And now I should be able to, I'm going to call this quantity current month. And all I'm going to do is replace sales with quantity. And then here we go. Let's call this one quantity per month. Replace sales with quantity. And okay. All right. So now instead of sales current month up there, I want quantity current month. Okay. And this is going to be black. And we're going to insert our quantity current month. And then I need to do my edit. Okay. Yes, that's right. So we want to rename this one. We're going to call this one quantity change. Just call it quantity mem. And now I want to do quantity current month, quantity prior month, quantity prior month. Okay, and let me put that onto here. And then quantity. Okay, so very good. Oh, what did I do here? Oh, I used the wrong field. Sales month over month. So what I'm trying to do is to get, okay, so then I'm going to duplicate again, and this time I want to do the average discount. So maybe I want to look at the average unit price. Let's rename this aggregation average. So does this make sense? Let me go back here. Again, I need to uncheck include 0. And now I can hide the header. This is going to be average price. And again, I just need to now repeat some of these calculations. So let's, okay, so this one, I didn't finish this one, so this would be QTY total. And I'm going to actually put on a average line here. Okay. so let's hide that. And now I need to go through and create my calculations. So let me duplicate all of these. It's really taking a while. So I'm going to call this one average price per month. And then this should be the average. Okay, so I'm going to actually put this on here and make sure the value is correct. So let's see. Unit price is 2083. Okay, so I did something wrong here. Okay. I think I'm just overthinking this. So this should be times sales. Let's see. Okay, I'm just going to delete this one because it's taking too long. Okay. So we'll just go with those two kind of KPIs for now. Let me go back to the requirements, sales trends, product performance. Okay, so let's look at maybe the top products. Where's our products? The product ID. I don't need either of those. Let's hide those. Product ID. So product name. Let's do sales. Sales. Okay, and let's just do a quick top 10 filter. Top 10. All right, and let's put the labels on and change the marks to black. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy the formatting and paste the formatting here, and then hide header. Okay, and this is our top 10. Right, so I'm just going to say good enough for that. Key customers. Okay, so where is my customer table? Customer ID, contact name. There we go. Company name. Yeah, I'm not going to go with contact. I'm going to go with company name. And then sales. Okay. And then let's turn on the labels and then paste the formatting. Top 10 customers. Hide the field label. Okay, let's filter to the top 10. I know I'm going fast, but I've only got 30 minutes left now. Okay, so top 10 customers. I think I need to maybe make this 2 lines. Let's see. Okay, yeah, something like that. And then let's maybe shrink the size of the bars down. Okay, something like that. That's good enough for now. Okay, so we've got our top key customers and then our shipping costs. Okay, so we probably could, let's delete this. Let's duplicate this and let's look at our shipping cost. So let me just delete these. And I want to look at my shipping cost. Where's my, so that should be up there. That should be up there. Freight. Where is my shipping cost? Okay. That's fine. Where Here is my shipping costs. So shipper ID, shipper's company name. Okay, quantity. Shipping cost is freight. Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Gerard. Uh, okay, so that's in which table then? Freight is in orders table. Okay, so thank you very much for that. So let me duplicate and let's start. Come on, duplicate. Freight total. Okay, freight month. All right, so now freight here. Okay, let's undo that. Let's just fix this first. Okay. So our freight costs are way down, but that makes sense. So maybe this should be an average. So average freight cost, 43.64. Okay. I'm just going to leave it as the total freight cost. All right. So that's those three. Okay. So those give me kind of my KPI shipping cost. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out and look at some of my favorite dashboards and see if I can find some kind of inspiration here. Um, okay. So one thing. Okay, this is really nice here. Per month. Okay, so we could do something like that. Email sent. Okay, so let's go back here. Um, okay, let's make this just Tableau light. Maybe 9 point. Medium. Okay, so, and then I'm going to put prior month on here. I'm just going to basically mimic what she's done here. So prior month is okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to repeat this. It's now going to be quantity. Just replace this with quantity. And then I need quantity prior month. Come on. Okay. Okay, great. And then let me go in here. Freight current month. Freight prior month. Okay. I think that's good. Big Book of Dashboards. Are you one of the authors, Andy? No, Andy Cotgrave is one of the authors. I am not. Okay, so what if we then look at this then? So I like how this is just kind of by, so this is current, this is current year. Okay, what does this mean? September, October, I don't know what that means. If I look at this as, let me switch this now to a bar chart, and let's make this maybe just, let's see, so if I make this, if I just make this the latest year, let's see. So year of, what's my field? Order date equal to max year of order date or year of order date is equal to max year of order date. And I'm missing a mustachio. Okay, so if I bring this here to the filters and choose true, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to discrete and to show the header. And then I'm going to format this to make it dates, first letter. Okay, this is now going to take me a bit of time to clean up. So let's see. What I'm going to do then is I'm going to put in here, let's see, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take my year field, order date, put the year on color, put the year on size, and then analysis, stack marks off. Okay, so then I want to make 2015 the more narrow year. Wait, I don't want to put it just the year. And then I'm just going to reverse the color of these. What about that? Don't like that. Okay, so how can I do this instead? So if I make this freight current year, okay, let me just make this. There's no way I'm going to finish this in an hour. So let's duplicate, edit. Let's just close prior year. Okay. Actually, I think I need to. This doesn't give me all of the months. Okay, that's fine. So let me hide that. What am I trying to do here? Okay. Per year, or not current year. Sales. So let's put that here instead. And I'm only going to get 5 months, which is fine. And then what I want to do then is, so if I get rid of that, let's leave it like that. And then what I could do is I could, let's see, how could I do this? I really like the way this looks. Okay, maybe I'll just leave it like that. Let's bring on an average line. Edit the average line. No, we don't want that. Let's undo. Okay, so that gives us something like that. And what I'm going to do then is I'm going to put current month onto color. Now we have 2 colors. So my false is going to be, where's some of my colors here? What palette do I want to use? Where is my color palette? Let's just go with this. So the current month is true. These are false. Okay, let's do that. Okay, yeah, something like that. Okay, analysis, start marks off. Okay, so that gives us the sales. And we're just looking at the trend. Okay, so let's edit, let's hide the header. Okay, so I'm going to actually, oh God, I'm really ruining this, aren't I? Let me just try something else here. I need a better color palette. Okay, something like that. Okay, I like that better. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I need to repeat this for quantity. So let's do this month, current year, prior year, true. And then what did I do? I just call one. What did I do here? Month on color, make it a bar, make it a bar. Okay. And then what else did I do? Sales current year. Okay. Duplicate. Edit. Oh no, we're doing quantity. What did I do here? I did sales. This should be freight. And then this should be quantity current year. Duplicate. I'm going as fast as I can. Oops. Okay, and then sales. So this should be sales current year, prior year, true. Okay, let's make this a bar, or not like that. Make it a bar, and then I'm going to put current month onto color. We get that, and let's hide the header. Okay, and then we want to show the header. Oops. Format, first letter. header format first letter. Okay. And then let's reduce the size of these. So really what I should have done was maybe look at the examples I like first. Right. Okay, good. Okay, so I think we're good there. And oh, I kind of like this one as well. So let's look at, so we've got our top customers. We want to do current year, true. And I want to make this add to context. I'm doing that so that I'm adding that to context. So that filter applies before my top 10 filter. So let me go back to here and blue. So let's just check this color blue. Okay, so okay, so that's good. All right. So I think that's okay there. All right. So now we're going to let's look at maybe by day. This is okay. So let's look at order date, and we want to look at it by, let's say, by day. And this is what number of recipients. Okay, so we're going to look at sales and circles, and let's make them blue, and let's reduce the opacity to make this a bit bigger. Oops. Okay, now we can hide. Let's see. So we can axis date. Okay, and then let's paste the formatting. Oops. Paste formatting. Okay. And then let's make this a bit bigger. Okay. Transparency down and set the color. Okay. Something like that. And then we can call this sales. Okay. So maybe what I could do is, yeah, that's okay. Let's make this maybe 12 in tablet medium. All right, so that gives us our sales by day. And then what I do is maybe I put current month onto color. And that gives us those. I want those to be in front though. Doesn't help much, but that's okay. What else could we do here? So we've got campaigns. Okay. We could look, so this is a sales day. And then I can look at, let's see if we look at discount versus quantity. And we want to look at it for every order. Okay. So no real relationship there. Okay, that's fine. What else could we compare? Let's see. So discount price. Okay, so nothing there. Let's look at maybe country, city. Okay. Oh gosh, I don't have all I have is country and city. Okay, what if I just do country? All right, so let's switch this to be okay, and let's make this employees, country, orders, product name. Okay, so is that the right field? In my orders table, customers. Okay, so I'm going to do country from the customers table. Okay, so country from the customers table. So that must be this one here. Okay, so this comes from the country table. Okay, good. All right, so then we could sort that. Okay, so that's good. Sales by day. What else could we do here? We don't really need anything like that. And then we could maybe add some filters. So let's go ahead and add maybe category names. So let's show that filter. Let's add a filter for maybe employee name and manager. Let's rearrange those. Employee manager. What else could we do? Let's see, we don't want to do company name contact. Okay, well, I think we'll leave it like that for now. Okay, so let's start building our dashboard. Actually, let me go here. I'm going to color this same as our, and then this one. Copy. Paste. Okay. All right, so sales by country, products. Okay, so these are all sales. Quantity and freight. So freight. Where's freight? Where's freight? Okay. I'm not going to worry so much about cleaning up my tooltips right now, and then the sales fields all need to be. Okay. So ideally, what I want to do then is, oh, I'm never going to finish this in an hour. How do I create previous year and current year without a parameter? So current year is just a level of detail expression. So the year is equal to the next year. And then same thing for, okay. So, okay, I'm going to duplicate these. I'm definitely going to go past my hour. So hopefully that's okay. Let's call this sales. Sales. Okay, this is going to be quantity. And then I want to put quantity here. And then this, oops. Quantity. And then okay. I don't think I'm actually going to use these quantity sheets because they don't really tell me a whole heck of a lot. Yeah, I think I'm gonna kill this sheet. Actually, I'm not gonna worry about deleting it. I'm just gonna change these. Okay, so let's look at, let's make this freight. And then this one needs to be freight. This one needs to be freight. Okay, and this one needs to be freight. Okay, and then I need to edit my filters because I forgot to do those. Freight. Hide the header. Company name. Into context. Edit. Filter. Freight. Okay. The context. Oops. Edit filter. Oh, this should be country anyway. Okay, I messed up here. Product, company name, add context, country. So this should be, I don't even need that. No, I do want that. Country. Let's make this top 10. And then add the context. Okay, sales by day. That's fine. What if I look at this as current year? Okay, yeah, let's do that. That's better. So product name, edit filter, my freight, customers. So this should be company name, edit filter, freight, country. So let's get rid of that. Country, let's filter top 10 by freight. Okay, and then this should be freight by day for the current year. Okay, right. All right, so now my thinking here is we're going to kind of have two columns. Okay, so let me just start building dashboard. Let's make this 00, 1,800. And I think I'll leave it like that for now. I'm going to blast through this, so you're just going to have to bear with me. Let's call this our, let's see, Northwind Traders performance. Make this maybe 26 and black and okay. I'm going to format my dashboard. I'm going to change the font for everything. Oh no, not my dashboard. I'll format my workbook. And my default font, I'm going to set to something I like a bit better, maybe like Bato. Let's go with Railway. Yeah, I like Rail. No, Poppins, I think is what I'm looking for. Poppins. Okay, there we go. So that should have changed everything throughout the whole dashboard. Okay, good. So I like that. Okay, so I probably should save at some point here. Drive, and then workbooks, Northwind Traders. Okay, so I'm going to have that there. let's do a bit of layout here. Let's go to the phone layout. Let's see, padding. Let's make that 0. And let's set the inner padding to maybe 10. And I'm going to set the whole dashboard. Okay, so let's now set this to white. And I'm going to put in a blank object. You're going to see I do almost this. If you've watched me do dashboards before, I do the same exact thing every time. This type of layout, and I do that because I know that it works well. So let's put a border around this, maybe a slightly darker gray. Okay, and let's make this a bit taller. Let's make this maybe 70. So now I want to have 2 sections in my dashboard. One, can you give an example table design for detail? I'm very confused about access. Yeah, can I share the dashboard? Yes, I will. I will save the dashboard. Can you give an example table design? I'm not going to go through tables here. Okay, so I want to kind of have 2 sections, one for sales, one for freight, and then another one for filters. So I'm going to start with a horizontal container here, and this is going to serve as my filters. So I'm just going to drag a text box into it. Come on. And I'm just going to call those my filters. And let's make it black and centered and maybe 14. Okay, so that's just going to be that. And then I'm going to have another vertical container inside of that horizontal. Let's see. I want to have, what kind of container did I put here? Layout. That's a horizontal container. That's fine. Yeah. So then I want to have a vertical container inside of my horizontal. I'm just going to drag a blank in there. Cool. Drag a blank into that one. Come on. Come on, stupid. And then I'm going to have one more. And this is where my filters is going to be. Okay. So width, let's make this one, let's start at 100 maybe. No, it's going to need to be bigger than that. And these two I'll fix as I go through. Okay, so we're going to start with my sales is going to be there. My freight is going to be, where's my other container? Up into it. That's because these all, okay, this is easy enough to fix. I'm going to put this one here. And then I'm going to grab this container and put it to the left of that one. And I should still have one other container. Where is it? Okay, it dropped out. That's fine. So let me just put that here. Okay, and then I need to bring in another vertical container. And this one is going to have my freight. And then it's going to have my, let me go here. I forgot to show the, that's not showing. My months are not showing. Sent them. And there they are. Isn't that like the stupidest thing ever? Okay, so we can get rid of that blank. Okay, and then underneath of my freight, I want to put my sales by day. And then I'm going to put underneath that my top 10 products, my top 10 customers, and my sales by country. Okay, so I could call this my, what it is, I look back over at this example. You know what? I probably don't even need to filter these. I could probably enable a scroll. So let me get rid of my filter there. Yeah, I'm gonna just get rid of my filters here. And now I don't actually even need those in context anymore, but I'm not gonna mess with it at this point. And then that should be that. Okay, great. Okay, so this one, let's height, and let's make this maybe 300. Okay, that's good. And this one, I want to edit the height, and let's make this one 150. Okay, this one. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, so that's frozen in height. This one is frozen. This one could probably be shorter. Edit height. Um, okay, yeah, something like that is good. Okay, we could now edit the height of this one, make it 250. Okay, so now I'm going to make my whole dashboard taller. So I don't need it to be any wider, but I do need it to be taller. So if I do that, yeah, so this still, um, um, this, okay. So I could call this one Billy cells. Cost by cost by customer, cost by country. Okay. Okay, so then let's see. So daily freight costs. Let's edit the height. What's this one? This one is 150. Edit the height. 150. Okay, and then I want to have my product, my customers, and my country. Okay, so now the question is, do I need all of those? So could I? Okay, I can get rid of all these. Get rid of those. Let's make this. Let's see. Oh, so that's not going to work. that gives us those. All right, so background. This is all formatting now. Okay, now if I look at any of these, I don't think I need my current year on here. No, I think I do want it on there. Yeah, I'm going to leave it here. Okay. So let's go here. Let's change outer padding to 10. And inner padding to 10. At a time. So absolutely forever. It's so annoying. It'd be great if you can just like copy and paste the formatting on the dashboard. Set a default. Do one of these. So I think what I'm going to do, no, let me leave it like that for now. Anything else up? Okay, I definitely lied with doing this in an hour, but the formatting has taken absolutely ages. Okay. Okay. Right. So sales by product, cost by product, sales by customer, country. I wonder if my countries, I wonder if what it would look like if I put that over there. No, that doesn't look good. I don't really want to make the dashboard any taller because then okay, I think I'm going to need to redesign this a bit. This is going to prove to be a nightmare. Okay, let me see if I can do it though without messing everything else up. Okay, so I'm going to put another container in there. And then I'm going to move this one, the sheet, into that container. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put this container in here, that container inside of that container. Oops. Okay, so now these three let's see, where are we here? Oh. Okay, whatever, good enough. Okay. Right. So what I could do here then is I want to put sales by product, and I want to do a horizontal container. Let's see, that's not what I want to do. I want to put sales by customer in that one. And then I want to put cost by product, cost by customer. And then I'm left with my two country sheets. Okay, so let's put another container here. And let's put our sales by country, cost by country. And then these are going to go in here. Okay. Okay. So if I make the whole dashboard wider now and less tall, let's maybe do it. Let's make it maybe 1600 by 900. Okay. So then width. Okay. So we have this one is, so we've got 1600 minus 200. So we've got 1400 divided by 3. 67. Okay, that should be good. Now these are really shrunk. So okay. This has turned into quite a mess. What I'm trying to do is have my sales going across and my and then a separate section for my sales going across and then my costs going across. But I think what I'm going to need to do is I'm going to need to bring in another. Let's see, how can I do this? Well, I'm going to have to restructure the whole dashboard basically. Okay, sales by the top 10 sales. Okay, better save again. So I think I'm going to go back to the other design I had. All right. And then maybe I could, instead of having sales by country, another way I could do this. Maybe what I'll do is I'll just add a country filter. So category name, apply all, name, all, and then I want to do country as a filter. Okay, so now if I go here, I should be able to filters country, should stick that there. That's good. Background, let's make it white and do a 10. And having this, we're having a 4. What's going on here? And then maybe this could also be another multi-value drop down. It says 87. Okay. By the way, when I publish this up to Tableau Public, it is not going to, it won't use this Poppins font. So yeah, just something to be aware of. So let me put my blank back in here. Right, 10 layout, background is black, outer padding, make it 10, and then the left is 30. Something like that. Okay, maybe this one doesn't need the background. Yeah, it's okay. All right, and then I'm gonna put another blank in here. Width, make this 10. Layout, background, black, heading 0. So it's going to give me a nice divider between the sections. Maybe this one should actually be, where's it going? Yeah, something like that's better. Okay, so now I need to decide what to do about this sales by country. So I'm gonna kill those, I think. Let's get rid of that. And then boy, this looks awful. Why does this one look so good and mine looks so bad? Right, because there's just more sort of things on it. Okay. Okay, and then we can now make the whole dashboard thinner. Okay, something like that. Okay. So now we've got that. So we've got all of our filtering. So I can pick maybe Andrew Fuller. Oops, Andrew Fuller. I probably need to customize, show my apply button. Let's go customize apply button and then customize apply button. Okay. So now the thing is now, if you notice the sales current month and freight current month, if I hit apply, those don't filter by the employee name. So I need to go to these two sheets and I need to make all of these add the context and then freight add the context. Okay. And now if I pick an employee, so again, like if I pick Andrew Fuller and apply, so now it just gives me the dashboard for Andrew Fuller. Okay, so that's good. Um, we could make this interactive as well. So if I add the filter here and you click on April, we could have it an update to April. Okay, let's not do that. Let's pin the width of that. Pin the width of that. Okay, so when I choose April, I don't want this one. So I want everything else to update to April. Okay, but I don't want, and then same thing here. I want to use this as a filter. Okay, what I don't want now is if I go to my dashboard actions, in my first filter action, this is my sales month filter. I don't want it to apply to my freight and current month sheet. This would be my okay. Right. But I probably do want those numbers updating. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to duplicate this sheet. And I'm going to get rid of that, like this text. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to put my sales band there and my quantity band there. Hide and hide. And I'm going to now hide that title and hide that title. Let's edit the height. Let's make it 150. Edit the height. Okay, let's hide the title. Fit entire view. Fit entire view. Edit height. Let's make it 100. Edit height. Make it 150. Edit height 150. Okay. So now when I click on one of these, what does it do? Okay, so I wanted to apply to everything except for this chart here. So let's go up to our dashboard actions and let's go here and I want to pick my, okay, so my sales, okay, that's good. So that's what I want. Go to my sales band. My action needs to be added context and then quantity band option, the context. Okay, so let's see what happens now with that. Okay, so we can't tell the change versus prior year because we've now filtered down to a specific month. Oops. But I think that's okay. Do I want that? Yeah, I think I'll leave it. That's fine. So let me go back here to layout. And then I want to set my outer padding, the top to 0. And the top of this one to 0. I'm just trying to bring these two together. Make it look like they're all one card. 0. And then 10. Now those all look like these both look like they're kind of one part of one card. Okay. I think I'm going to have to put quits. Maybe we could, let's see. So one thing I don't like is having you click on this and highlights. So I'm going to go over to here and this one's dummy. Okay, I'm going to add that to detail. And then here on my highlighter, I'm going to choose dummy. So anytime. So when I now go here, okay, that didn't work, did it? Okay. Why did that not work? Right. Okay, I'm not going to worry about it for now. So let me save. Okay. I think I'm done. I think the LinkedIn viewing is timed out. Oh, maybe it's limited to an hour on LinkedIn. I don't know. That's okay. So sales by product, sales by customers. Let me go back to the requirements one more time. So we wanted to look at key customers, product performance. So products. Okay, so what if I switch my product back to a top 10? Let's filter. Okay, now let's see what that looks like in the dashboard. Okay. So edit height 300. Edit height. Okay. So another option then would be to maybe put that there and that there, because then maybe the whole dashboard could be a bit smaller. Can we go back to that? Um, okay, I'll fix that in a second. Okay, so now if I maybe I can shrink the dashboard up a bit. So let's bring it up to 900. Okay. Okay, so this is Poppins 15. All right, so now I'm going to go to each of these titles and I'm going to edit the size. Not do what I wanted. Okay. So now my numbers are running together a bit. So let me go back here to my labels, make those maybe 8 point. Let's see how that looks. Okay, we'll do it again. Let's make them 7. That's so annoying. Why does it keep doing that? How much time have I spent doing this formatting? 3/4 of the time, I think. Okay. Numbers are a bit hard to read. So let me go back. We go to format workbook. And what if I make my worksheet font 8? Okay, so that's better. Okay, so let's leave it there. Oh, it changed these fonts back to 8. That's so now if I put this in full screen, I can still see I have a bit of space at the bottom. So let me make it a bit taller. If I make it another 100 taller, then how does that look? Oh, look what happened here. My stupid, oh God, it's so annoying. Oh, this should be freight. Oh God. The whole thing. Freight. Freight current month. Freight month over month. Freight prior month. Okay, so let me go back here again. This is so tedious. Okay, there we go. So save. So now if I look at it, excuse me, we get something like that. Okay, so I think I still have a bit more room I can play with width-wise. So this contained, let's make this edit width, let's make this 250. And then let's make this one 425. And then let's make this one that's fine, 421. Good enough. Okay. All right. So I just get really annoyed. So let's put up then by the letter A. Okay. So top. All right. Oh, I need to go back here then. So this is still wrong. And so this should say freight. Okay. Country, employee, manager. Okay, so manager. Where's manager? Okay, there we go. And I think for this one, I'm going to get rid of the all option. This should actually be no manager. Okay, so that's good. I can probably now also get rid of the show all option there. And I can edit the height of this a bit. Let's make it 2.5. And we can probably remove 25 in the height of this one. So let's make it 140. Oops. Okay, now we've got a bit more room for our bands down there. Okay, I think I'm going to call it quits there. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I will get this published up to. I'll get this published up to. Just show it in full screen so you can see what it looks like. I'll get this published up to Tableau Public. I think ideally there should be a third section on this going off to the right. So I might before I publish this, I might put a third section in. So we've got the sales, and we have the freight costs. But I think I'm going to put a third section in. I haven't decided what metric yet, but I think I'm going to put a third one in because it'll make me feel a bit better. And then that's it. So thank you very much for tuning in, and hopefully you enjoyed this for here. It's a really nice sunny Saturday, and everybody have a good weekend. Bye. Thanks for tuning in.